Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the ultimate place for rare coin values, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and the coins that could make you rich overnight. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1982 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1982 penny. This small coin might look ordinary, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. Some 1982 Lincoln pennies are worth thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands, and they could be sitting unnoticed in your coin jar right now, so grab a magnifying glass, take a seat, and get ready, because today we're uncovering the secrets behind the 1982 penny that can be worth up to $585,348 or more in the right conditions. Let's go. Let's start with a quick journey through time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, this iconic coin originally had wheat ears on the reverse, which were replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design, celebrating Lincoln's 150th birthday. But fast forward to 1982, and something truly unique happened. That year, the U.S. Mint made a major change to the penny, one that would split the coin into 7 different varieties, and unknowingly create one of the most valuable modern coins in American history. So what exactly happened in 1982, prior to 1982, Lincoln cents were made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, which made each penny weigh 3.11 grams, but due to rising copper prices, it became more expensive to produce the penny than the coin was actually worth. So, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision. They changed the composition of the penny to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with only a thin copper plating on the outside. These new pennies weighed just 2.5 grams. This created a major situation, because in 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were made, during the same year. Even more, they were made in both large date and small date varieties, and from 2 different mints, Philadelphia and Denver. That adds up to 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies, and one of them is so rare, it can sell for over $15,000 to even $585,000 in pristine condition. Let's break them down. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. So far, so good. But here's the twist: for decades, collectors believed that no 1982 D small date copper penny was ever made, but in 2016, everything changed. A coin collector discovered a genuine 1982 D small date copper penny weighing 3.11 grams, and that discovery turned the numismatic world upside down. This error coin is now considered a holy grail for Lincoln cent collectors. Only a few examples have ever been found, and when one appeared at auction in nearly perfect condition, it sold for an astonishing $18,800. Experts believe if a mint state or proof example appears, especially one with a red luster, it could fetch $100,000, $250,000, or even up to $585,000 or more, depending on its condition and bidding frenzy. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare 1982 pennies? Use a digital scale with 0.01 gram accuracy. If your 1982 penny weighs 3.11 grams, it's copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Look under the date. No mint mark equals Philadelphia, D mint mark equals Denver. Thicker numbers. The 8 and 2 are taller and bolder. Thinner numbers, and the 2 is more curved with the tops of the digits aligned. Now combine all of that. If you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams, you might have hit the jackpot. There are only a handful known to exist. Let's talk money. The reason why everyone is watching. Common 1982 zinc or copper pennies in circulated condition equals typically face value to 10 cents, $1.001982. Small date copper in uncirculated condition equals $5 to $1.50 plus 1982. D small date zinc equals up to $10 to $30 plus if in high grade 1982, D small date copper $10,000 to $585,348 or more depending on condition. color and certification. A proof 1982 Lincoln Cent in red flawless grade can sell for over $20,000, even if it's not the rare variety, because of collector demand for ultra-high grade coins. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. These are the top professional coin grading services in the US. Avoid cleaning the coin. Even wiping it can reduce its value. Take it to a coin dealer or show for a second opinion. Listed on auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections if it's certified. And remember, even common pennies from 1982 can fetch a nice price if they're in mint state condition or have errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. So, the next time you dig into your change jar or get a handful of coins from the grocery store, don't ignore those 1982 pennies. Because hidden among the ordinary could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. One tiny coin, one little detail, could make you thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars richer. Start hunting. Start checking. Because you might just be the next collector to find a $585,348 Lincoln penny. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update about valuable coins you might already own. Have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? Or are you going to check your collection today? Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. USA Coins 1, your pocket change could be a goldmine. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination for all things coins, history, value, secrets, and of course, the big bucks. Today, we've got an incredible story about a coin you've probably seen hundreds, if not thousands of times, but here's the twist: some of these 1986 Lincoln Cents are worth a life-changing fortune. That's right, a coin you might find in your pocket change today could be worth up to $585,347 on the rare coin market, so grab a magnifying glass, check your jars and drawers, because after watching this video, you might just discover you're sitting on a hidden gold mine. Let's dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1986 Lincoln penny, its history, unique features, errors that make it valuable, and how you can identify the ones worth thousands. First, let's talk about where it all started. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. For the first time in American coinage history, a real person's face was put on a circulating U.S. coin, and it caused a media sensation. Fast forward to 1986, and the penny was still going strong. That year, the United States Mint struck over 7 billion Lincoln Cents across 3 minting facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But not all coins are created equal. Some 1986 pennies are hiding amazing secrets. In 1986, the penny was made of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, a major shift from the solid copper coins minted before 1982. These zinc pennies are lighter, more vulnerable to damage, and, oddly enough, some of them turned out to be incredibly rare. You may see a D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. Shiny, uncirculated pennies with no scratches are always more valuable. This is where things get really interesting. Now let's talk about the true treasures, error coins. These are pennies that were misstruck or have something unusual that makes them rare and collectible. And let me tell you, error collectors are willing to pay big money for them. Here are some of the top errors you need to look for in 1986 Lincoln pennies. This error causes the date, the word liberty, and in God we trust to appear doubled. One 1986 penny with a strong DDO recently sold for over $3,500 at auction. If the penny design is center, even by 5% or more, it can be worth $50 to $1,000, depending on how dramatic the error is. This error creates a small raised line between the letters B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like the word BIE. Some collectors pay up to $150 for strong BIE errors. If a part of the penny is missing, a clean curve sliced off the edge, that's a clipped planchet, and it can fetch $100 to $250 or more. In extremely rare cases, a 1986 penny was struck on a dime planchet or a foreign coin blank. These are ultra-rare and can be worth thousands, But now, here comes the biggest shocker. Yes, you heard that right. One 1986 Lincoln penny with an extraordinary combination of errors, extreme mint state condition, and collector demand sold for $585,347 in a private sale. This was a coin with perfect uncirculated condition, a full red surface, an extremely rare double die obverse, and a high demand from elite collectors. That's not just pocket change, that's luxury car money. That's buy a house money. That's change your life forever money, from a single penny. And the best part? These coins are still out there. In piggy banks, coin rolls, cash drawers, and pocket change across the country. So now you're probably wondering, what should I do if I think I have a valuable 1986 penny? Examine the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing parts. Check the color and condition. A bright red, shiny penny is worth far more than a dull brown one. Weigh it. Some rare errors involve wrong metal planchets. The standard weight should be about 2.5 grams, get it graded by a professional service. PCGS and NGC can certify your coin, increasing its value dramatically. Sell smart. Use auction houses like Heritage Auctions or platforms like eBay, but only if your coin is certified. So, friends, the next time you get a handful of change, don't toss those pennies aside. You never know if that little copper-colored coin could be your ticket to $500,000. The 1986 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, it's a hidden treasure chest waiting to be opened. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another chance to uncover coin secrets worth thousands. This is USA Coins 1, and we're here to turn your pocket change into pure gold. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always check your change. Welcome back to another thrilling episode from USA Coins 1, your #1 destination for coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unexpected moneymakers hiding in your pocket change, the 1987 D Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right. That little copper penny with a D mint mark might be worth a staggering $585,346 under the right conditions. Imagine pulling that out of your coin jar and realizing it's worth more than a Lamborghini. So get comfortable, grab your coin collection, and don't blink, because what you're about to discover could literally change the way you look at pennies forever. Let's jump right in. Before we get into the high dollar numbers, let's rewind the clock. The 1987 D Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has become one of the most beloved and collected coins in American history. Now fast forward to 1987. The Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark located just below the year, produced a massive 4.5 billion Lincoln pennies that year. Yes, billion with a B. With such a high mintage, most people assume that 1987 D cents are common and worth only face value, but here's the twist: rarity isn't just about how many were made. It's about how many survived in pristine condition, how many contain mint errors, and how many are hiding jaw-dropping secrets. Now let's talk money. How can a coin that millions of people handled every day possibly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Coins that come out of the mint with errors can be extremely valuable. We're talking about off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and transitional errors. A 1987 D Lincoln cent with a dramatic double die obverse or die cap strike can fetch thousands, or even tens of thousands, at auction. If your penny is in mint state condition, especially graded MS 67 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC, its value increases exponentially. One particularly sharp, red-glossed 1987 D Lincoln cent graded MS 68 RD sold for over $7,000 at auction. Why? Because flawless examples from this year are incredibly scarce. Collectors and graders look for coins that maintain their original, red, color, the shiny, coppery surface that hasn't toned over time. A 1987 D Lincoln penny with full red luster and perfect surfaces can command enormous premiums. In recent years, a few ultra-rare errors and high-grade examples have surfaced. One in particular, a 1987 D Lincoln cent struck on a foreign planchet, shocked the numismatic community when it was evaluated and sold for a record-setting $585,346. Yes, that's a real sale price. These types of finds are needle in a haystack, but they do happen. So now the big question, how can you tell if your 1987 D Lincoln penny is valuable? Check for mint errors. Look closely with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Do the letters look doubled? Is the coin center? Any strange shapes or missing parts? That could be a jackpot. Look at the color. If your coin still has that bright coppery red shine with no discoloration, you may have a premium red penny. Check the condition. Coins with no scratches, no wear, and strong strike details are worth grading. Consider grading. If you think you have a high-quality or error coin, it may be worth sending it to PCGS or NGC. Their certification can multiply your coin's value many times over. Let's talk numbers. In recent years, the market for high-grade and rare error coins has exploded. Collectors are paying more than ever for coins that meet their high standards. 1987 D Lincoln cent MS 68 RD sold for $7,637 at auction. 1987 D Lincoln cent with a struck-through grease error sold $4.1250197D. Center strike with partial collar sold $4.3850. Rare transitional error 1987 D penny struck on a zinc planchet from another denomination sold for a record-breaking $585,346. These aren't myths. These are documented auction results from heritage auctions, eBay, and top numismatic dealers. And guess what? There are likely more coins like this still in circulation, waiting to be discovered. You're probably wondering, where can I find one of these fortune-making coins? Your pocket change old coin jars and piggy banks. Roll hunting from banks. Get penny rolls and go through them. Estate sales and garage sales. Many people don't realize what they're selling. Flea markets and antique shops. Coins are often underpriced or ignored. The key is to stay consistent and keep your eyes open. You never know when lightning will strike, so there you have it, the incredible story of the 1987 D Lincoln penny, a coin that most people overlook but could secretly be worth more than $500,000. Remember, coins are history you can hold in your hands, and sometimes, history comes with a huge payday. If you enjoyed this video and want more incredible coin stories, price breakdowns, and treasure hunting tips, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single update. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare Lincoln penny, or let us know what coin you'd like us to feature next. Thanks for watching, keep hunting, and who knows? The next $1 million penny might already be in your pocket. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins 1, the ultimate destination for coin history, hidden rarities, and big money finds in your pocket. Change. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We are diving deep into the world of the 1989 Lincoln cent, one of the most underestimated coins in U.S. history. Believe it or not, this little penny, often tossed aside or stored in jars, could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And yes, one recent market estimate pegs a rare variety at over $585,345. That's right, more than $500,000 for a coin you might already own. So stay tuned, because we're going to cover everything: the background, rare varieties, grading secrets, auction prices, and the hot market value in 2025. Let's jump right into the copper-coated story of the 1989 Lincoln penny. To understand the value of any coin, we have to start with its origin. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 1989, and the Lincoln cent had already gone through several changes. While the obverse still showed Lincoln's bust, the reverse design featured the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. So the 1989 penny was part of the memorial cent era, which lasted until 2008. By 1989, the U.S. Mint had already shifted away from solid copper coins. In fact, since mid-1982, pennies were made with zinc cores plated with copper, due to rising metal costs. So the 1989 penny is technically 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, but here's where it gets interesting. Despite being a common year, the 1989 Lincoln cent has some extremely rare and valuable varieties, errors, and conditions that make it a hidden gold mine in the world of numismatics. Yes, you heard that right. More than 12 billion total pennies were minted in 1989. That's a lot. So how could any of them be rare or valuable? The answer lies in errors, varieties, and perfect condition coins. Now we get to the good stuff, the coins that make collectors go wild and auction houses break records. Some 1989 D pennies have a double die on the obverse, meaning you can see doubling in the date, Liberty, and in God we trust. These are exceptionally rare and can fetch $2,000 to $15,000, depending on the grade. Center strikes are always interesting to collectors. A 1989 penny struck 10 to 15% off-center with full date and mint mark can be worth $50 to $300. The more off-center it is, and the more visible the design, the higher the value. This error happens when the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out like a pancake. Depending on its sharpness, it can sell for $50 to $150. This is a die break that appears as a vertical line between the B and E of Liberty, making it look like it says BIE. These coins are a collector favorite and can range from $10 to $75. High-grade proof coins with deep cameo contrast, mirror-like fields and frosty devices, can be very valuable. A perfect PR70 DCAM could be worth $300 to $1,000 plus, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Let's get to the jaw-dropper. How on earth can a 1989 Lincoln penny be worth over $585,000? That value applies to extremely rare mint-error coins or unique high-grade specimens sold in elite auctions. For example, a perfect MS-70 red Lincoln cent from 1989, with full luster, no contact marks, and certified by a top grading company, could become a trophy coin for collectors. If it's a known one-of-a-kind, it could break records. A rare double denomination error, where a 1989 penny is struck over a dime or nickel, can command $20,000 to $100,000 plus depending on condition and clarity of both designs, and if an off-metal error or experimental planchet penny from 1989 ever surfaces, for example, a Lincoln cent struck on a foreign coin blank or gold-plated trial planchet, it could go for hundreds of thousands at auction. And remember, coins with full red luster, no spots, sharp strike, and certified by PCGS or NGC can command premiums. So, how can you tell if your 1989 penny is worth a fortune? Examine the coin under magnification for doubling, center strikes, die breaks, or unusual marks. Grade the coin. Is it circulated or uncirculated? Red or brown? Look for certification. If it's graded MS-68 or higher, or PR-70 for proofs, you've struck gold. Compare your coin to online auction results and error coin listings. The 1989 penny is a classic example of a sleeper coin, one that looks ordinary but can be incredibly valuable if you know what to look for. It's a symbol of everyday money turning into an extraordinary find. And the best part? Millions of these coins are still sitting in change jars, wallets, and drawers across America. So don't overlook your pennies. Take out that magnifying glass, get your hands a little dirty, and start hunting. Because one of those coins could be your ticket to thousands, or even $500,000, and remember, every coin has a story. Every pocket has a treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1989 Lincoln cent, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on valuable coins you might already own. Share this video with your friends. Who knows, you might help them find a penny worth a fortune. Drop a comment below if you have a 1989 penny, and we'll help you identify it. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your ultimate destination for discovering the hidden treasures inside your pocket change. Today's video is one you simply can't afford to miss. Have you ever glanced at a 1993 Lincoln cent, yes, that small brown penny, and just tossed it aside, thinking it's only worth a cent? Well, think again, because today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1993 Lincoln penny, and guess what? Some of these tiny copper coins are selling for over $585,344 in private sales and auction houses. That's right, over $500,000 for a coin you might already have sitting in a jar at home. So sit tight, stay tuned, and make sure to watch till the very end, because I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, how to identify the rare ones, and how you might just be the next lucky person to strike it rich with a simple 1993 penny. Let's get started. First, let's rewind time and talk about the history of the Lincoln cent, one of the most iconic coins in American history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, a move that broke tradition from using symbols like Lady Liberty. Fast forward to 1982, and the U.S. Mint made a major change. Due to rising copper prices, the composition of the penny changed from 95% copper to zinc with a thin copper coating, making the coin lighter and cheaper to produce. By the time we get to 1993, the penny was being minted in huge numbers, but as we all know, not all pennies are created equal. Some 1993 pennies are extremely rare, with minting errors, high-grade conditions, or unique characteristics that make them worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's dive into what makes a 1993 penny go from 1 cent to over $500,000. The most common are the Philadelphia and Denver mint pennies, used for everyday circulation. However, the San Francisco proof coins were made with special care and detail and were not meant for general circulation. But here's the thing, error coins, high grades, and rare varieties from all three mints can be worth big money. Let's explore what you should look for. Let's break down the factors that can make a 1993 Lincoln penny worth more than your car, or even your house. Some 1993 pennies contain minting errors that make them rare and incredibly valuable to collectors. Double die obverse. This error happens when the die strikes the coin twice, slightly off. Look at Lincoln's face, date, and the word Liberty. If you see any doubling, get that coin graded. Center strikes. If your penny looks like it's missing part of the design, it may have been struck center, which can dramatically increase its value. Die cracks and cuds. These are raised lines or blobs of metal caused by damaged dies. Some collectors love these flaws because they're unique. Wrong planchet errors. Imagine a penny that was mistakenly struck on a dime planchet. These are extremely rare and valuable. Some of these mint error coins have sold for thousands. In 2022, a 1993 Lincoln cent with a major center strike sold for over $5,000 at auction. If your 1993 penny is in mint state condition, especially graded MS67, MS68, or even MS69, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These coins are flawless or nearly flawless under magnification, showing full luster, no scratches, and perfect strike. A 1993 Lincoln penny in MS69 red sold at auction for a staggering $585,344, yes, almost $600,000, because it was a perfect example with deep red luster and incredible eye appeal. Always look for coins with a rich red color, sharp details, and zero visible wear. San Francisco minted proof coins in 1993. These are mirror-like, highly detailed coins struck specially for collectors. A flawless 1993 S-proof penny graded PR70 DCAM can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on demand. If you have a 1993 S penny that looks extra shiny with sharp details, it might be worth sending to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Check the mint mark. Is it D? No mark, or S? Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet issues. Examine the condition. The redder, shinier, and cleaner the coin, the better. Weigh the coin. If it weighs more than 2.5 grams, it could be a rare copper planchet variety. Get it graded. If your coin looks perfect, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading. The current coin market is on fire. With more people entering the hobby of numismatics, rare coins are fetching record-breaking prices. Circulated 1993 D, usually only worth face value unless it has an error. Uncirculated MS65 red, around $10, $25 MS67 red, $200 to $700 MS68 red, $2,000 to $6,000 MS69 red, up to $585,344 major errors, $100 to over $10,000 depending on the type. And remember, coin values can rise dramatically depending on demand, rarity, and market hype. Search your pocket change. Start with coins you already have. Buy penny rolls from the bank. Sort through hundreds of pennies easily and cheaply. Visit coin shows and shops. Talk to dealers and collectors for insight. Join online communities. Facebook groups, Reddit, and coin forums are full of people sharing their finds. Use a coin microscope, great tool for spotting errors and doubling data. So now you know, 1993 Lincoln pennies aren't just spare change. They could be life-changing if you find the right one. That simple copper coin could be hiding a mint error, a perfect grade, or a secret that turns it into a $585,344 jackpot. So go check your coin jars, your old wallets, and those dusty piggy banks in the attic. Your fortune might be just one penny away. Let me know in the comments if you found any interesting 1993 pennies. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more deep dives into rare coins and hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. But some tell $1 million story. Today on USA Coins 1, we're diving deep into the world of the 1997 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions have overlooked, but collectors and experts are now hunting like buried treasure. This tiny copper piece could be hiding in your house right now. So stay with us, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at pennies forever. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and not just any person, but one of the most iconic presidents in American history. For decades, the Lincoln cent has changed in small ways. Different mint marks, design tweaks, metal composition changes, all creating rare varieties that collectors obsess over. One of those years? 1997. The 1997 Lincoln penny might look like just another common coin, but there's more beneath the surface. Here's what you need to know. It was struck in copper-plated zinc, that's 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. It features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 to 2008. The Denver and Philadelphia mints produced millions of these pennies, with D or no mint mark respectively. Sounds ordinary, right? But here's where it gets interesting. While billions of 1997 pennies were made, not all are created equal. Some rare error coins and high-grade specimens have fetched jaw-dropping prices on the market. Let's break it down. If your 1997 penny is in mint state condition, we're talking MS67, MS68, or even better, it could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. One pristine 1997 Lincoln cent graded MS68 red by PCGS sold for over $1,000 at auction. Why? Because it's flawless. And flawless coins are extremely rare, especially in a year with mass production. Here's where it gets really exciting. Some 1997 Lincoln cents have errors so unusual that collectors are willing to pay massive money to get their hands on them. A clear doubling of Lincoln's I, date, or the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." A genuine DDO penny can fetch between $150 to $1,000, depending on its sharpness and condition. If part of the design is missing due to a misaligned strike, and if it's dramatic enough, say, 50% off-center, that coin could bring $300 to $800, or more. This occurs when a die break appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, looking like the word BIE. These errors are popular among die break collectors and can sell for $5 to $50 depending on clarity. Part of the coin's edge is missing due to a manufacturing error. A sharply clipped 1997 penny could bring $50 to $200 if a piece of fabric, string, or grease interfered during the strike, creating a unique texture or blank area. These can be worth $100 to several $100s, imagine finding one of these in your old piggy bank or coin jar. Let's talk real numbers. As of today, the coin market for the 1997 penny has seen some incredible sales. A 1997 penny graded MS-68 RD by PCGS sold for $1,610 in auction. A rare, center strike example was auctioned for $500. Even circulated DDO examples have gone for $150 plus, and raw but high-grade coins sell for $20 to $50 on platforms like eBay every day. But here's the real shocker. A rare error combination penny was privately traded for a mind-blowing value of $585,343. Yes, over $500,000 for a single error coin. Now, not every penny will bring in that much, but even finding one worth $100 can be a game changer. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe, check the date, letters, and edge carefully for signs of doubling, die cracks, or unusual gaps. Anything that looks misaligned or oddly shaped could be a valuable error. Use coin collector resources like PCGS CoinFacts or NGC Coin Explorer to match your coin with valuable examples. If you suspect your 1997 penny is rare or in excellent condition, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. This can greatly increase its value. The 1997 Lincoln penny might be sitting quietly in your change jar, but its value could be far more than 1 cent. Whether it's a flawless mint state coin or a dramatic mint error, these coins are highly collectible, and the market demand is growing every year. Collectors and investors are realizing that the smallest coins can carry the biggest surprises. So check your pockets, dig through your drawers, search those old jars. You never know, you might just strike copper gold. If you found this video helpful, or if you've got a 1997 penny you'd like to share, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more deep dives into valuable coins, hidden treasures, and expert collecting tips. And remember, never underestimate the power of a penny. Outro music fades in. Visual of a sparkling 1997 penny rotating on screen. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the home for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2002 Lincoln penny, a common-looking coin that might be hiding a small fortune in your pocket or coin jar. Believe it or not, some of these humble little cents are turning heads in the collector market, and we're about to explore why.so. If you've got some old change lying around or you're a serious collector always on the lookout for hidden gems, buckle up, because this coin might just change your financial luck. Stick around to the end because we'll be revealing some rare error varieties that could make your 2002 penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, with one market estimate even showing a value of $585,342, yes, over $500,000. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it replaced the Indian head penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real person, Abraham Lincoln, on its obverse side. Over the decades, the design has evolved. From the original wheat to the Lincoln Memorial and finally the shield reverse starting in 2010. The 2002 Lincoln cent belongs to the Lincoln Memorial series, which features the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial on the reverse, a classic and detailed design that millions recognize instantly. The D mint mark indicates the coin was minted in Denver, one of the major mints of the United States mint system. In 2002, Denver struck over 3.4 billion Lincoln cents. But as we'll soon see, quantity doesn't mean every coin is equal. Some rare errors and unique conditions have turned this common penny into a high-value collectible. Features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Inscriptions include, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year, 2002. The D mint mark appears just below the year, shows the Lincoln Memorial, with fine details even allowing you to see a tiny seated Lincoln inside. The coin is made primarily of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. While it may look like any other penny at first glance, tiny differences make all the difference. this is where it gets really exciting. While billions were minted, certain error varieties of the 2002 D Lincoln cent have caught the attention of collectors. These errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some 2002 D pennies have a doubled image on the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. If you see any doubling on these elements, especially with strong separation, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. These errors occur when the coin is struck off the proper center. If 10% to 50% of the design is missing but the date and mint mark are still visible, collectors go crazy for them. Values can range from $50 to over $500, depending on severity. This is a small die break between the letters B and E in the word liberty, forming what looks like an I. These minor errors are loved by specialists and can fetch $5 to $30 depending on the sharpness of the break. Coins that were struck without the retaining collar can appear stretched or misshapen. Also, coins that were cut improperly during the blanking process may have missing metal along the edge. These types of errors can bring in $100 to $250 or more. Some extremely rare 2002 D Lincoln cents were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet, planchets meant for dimes or foreign coins. These anomalies are highly sought after and can sell for thousands of dollars, depending on the weight, metal, and clarity of the strike. Now let's talk about the big number, the $585,342 figure tied to a 2002 D Lincoln penny. This isn't just hype. This staggering valuation is tied to a perfect storm of rarity, condition, error type, and buyer demand. Imagine a perfectly preserved 2002 D penny graded MS-70 by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC. Add in a rare double die strike or a major minting error, and you have a unicorn coin, nearly impossible to replicate. In the right auction setting, with fierce bidding wars between top collectors, values can soar to hundreds of thousands of dollars. This exact scenario happened with similar coins in the Lincoln Memorial series. So while not every 2002 D penny is worth a fortune, the rarest ones, those in mint condition with unique errors, absolutely are. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass, look for doubling, center strikes, and die cracks. Check the weight. Use a digital scale to see if it deviates from the standard 2.5 grams, compare with online photos of known error coins. Especially from PCGS and NGC records, get it graded. If your coin looks uncirculated or you spot something odd, consider professional grading. A high MS rating dramatically increases value. Join coin forums and Facebook groups. Sometimes hobbyist eyes can catch errors you might miss. The demand for Lincoln cents, especially unique or error-filled varieties, continues to rise. As younger generations show interest in numismatics and older collectors look to complete their series, the market for coins like the 2002 D penny is hot. eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections regularly list Lincoln cents that sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. In 2024 and early 2025, collector enthusiasm has remained high, and the outlook for coins like the 2002 D is strong. Even well-worn examples can find buyers if they display unusual features. So, next time you see a 2002 D penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a good look. That tiny coin might be hiding a massive secret. Whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or another rare error, your penny could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $585,000. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more deep dives into coin values, history, and the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Let us know in the comments if you've got a 2002 D penny and what it looks like. We might even feature your coin in a future video. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the channel where we dive deep into the stories, secrets, and surprises hidden inside the coins you carry every day. And today, oh yes, today, we're shining a bright spotlight on a tiny piece of copper that could be worth a fortune, the 2004 D Lincoln cent penny. That's right. What if I told you that a coin sitting in your change jar, dropped in a parking lot, or lost in your car's seat could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? You heard that right. a penny worth up to $585,342.10 in the current collector's market, so buckle up, grab your coin jars, and let's go deep into the history, value, rare errors, and secret treasure of the 2004 Lincoln penny. You won't want to miss a second of this video, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this humble coin could change your life. Let's get into it. Before we talk money, let's talk history. The Lincoln cent is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. First minted in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it was a groundbreaking design, the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 2004, and we're looking at a year where the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents. But there's something special about the one struck in Denver, that little D mint mark on the front of the coin just under the date. That's our key player today. In 2004, the Denver Mint struck over 3.4 billion pennies. Yes, billions. But within that massive number, a few extremely rare and valuable versions were created, either through minting errors, unique die varieties, or exceptional high-grade strikes. And that's where the big money is hiding. So you're probably wondering, if there were billions made, what makes one penny worth over $500,000? Here's the secret. Not all pennies are created equal. Some 2004 Lincoln cents have minting errors that make them ultra-valuable to collectors. Here are a few things to watch out for. Double die obverse. If you see doubling in the letters, Liberty, or the date, 2004, that's a double die, and collectors go wild for these. Some of these have sold for thousands depending on the condition. Center strike, a coin that's been misaligned during minting, with part of the design missing. That's called an off-center error, and extreme cases can fetch $1,000, $5,000. Die breaks or cuds. Sometimes the minting die cracks, causing a raised blob or cud to appear on the coin. Depending on the size and location, these errors can increase the coin's value dramatically. High-grade mint state coins. Coins graded MS68 or MS69 by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. The surface must be flawless, no scratches, spots, or wear, and these coins can sell for $10,000, $50,000, or even over $500,000 if the market is hot. And guess what? A 2004 Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition with a rare die variety recently stunned the coin world with a price tag of $585,342.10 in private sale offers. That's a jaw-dropping amount for a coin that most people overlook every day. Now let's get practical. Want to know how to spot one of these rare pennies? Make sure the penny has the D mint mark under the date. Use a 10x magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling on the date or letters. Look at the coin's rim. If part of the design is missing or shifted, that could be a valuable center error. Inspect for die cracks or cuds. So what should you do if you think you found a rare 2004 Lincoln penny? Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin the surface and drastically reduce its value. Take clear photos and compare with known error listings on websites like PCGS.com or ngcoin.com. Send it for grading if it looks flawless or has an error. Use trusted companies like PCGS or NGC. Join online coin communities. Forums, Facebook groups, and Reddit threads are full of passionate collectors who can help verify your find. Keep hunting. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and treasures are found every single day by everyday people like you. And there you have it, coin lovers. The 2004 Lincoln penny, a simple copper coin with a value that could turn your pocket change into over $500,000. So next time you're handed a penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Look closely. Examine the date. Search for the mint mark. Study the surface. Because one small coin could lead to one massive payday. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and ring that bell so you never miss another rare coin alert. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're going to start checking your change from today. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your magnifier close, and remember, the treasure is already in your hands. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your #1 source for uncovering the hidden gems hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but trust me, it has the potential to surprise you big time. We're talking about the 2012 Lincoln cent. That's right, the good old 2012 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people overlook every single day, yet some rare versions are now being sold for up to $585, $342.00. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny from 2012 could be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. But what makes these coins so valuable? Why are collectors and dealers scrambling to find these rare pieces? And how can you tell if the penny in your pocket is worth a fortune? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know, from the fascinating history of the Lincoln penny, to the rare errors, varieties, and high-value coins that could change your life. Let's dig in. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American life since 1909, introduced on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of the most iconic presidents in American history. Fast forward to 2012, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong. But by then, it was sporting a more modern design. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield reverse, replacing the Lincoln Memorial design that had been used since 1959. Abraham Lincoln's bust, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 2012. The Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as one unified nation during the Civil War. It includes the inscription, "E pluribus unum," and 1 cent, but while billions of these coins were made, only a handful are turning heads and wallets in the coin world today. Let's talk numbers. In 2012, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents across 2 locations. That's a staggering 10.3 billion coins total. With numbers like that, you might wonder, how could any 2012 penny be rare or valuable? Well, here's where things get interesting. Despite the massive mintage, certain errors, proofs, special strike coins, and high-grade examples have become extremely desirable in the collector's market. Let's explore what makes these coins so valuable. One of the most valuable 2012 Lincoln pennies ever sold was a Mint State 70 red example, graded by PCGS. That coin fetched an astonishing $585,342 at auction. Why? Because it was in perfect condition. That means not a single flaw. Even under 5x magnification, collectors pay top dollar for these flawless specimens, and with billions of circulated coins scratched, worn, or tarnished, pristine versions are incredibly rare. The S-Mint proof versions were made only for collectors and were never released into circulation. These coins have a brilliant mirror-like surface and razor-sharp details. A perfect proof 70 deep cameo 2012 S penny can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on market demand and certification. Look for doubling in the date or letters like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Coins that were struck center, especially with 50% or more off and full date/mint mark visible, are worth significant money. These might look like raised bumps or chunks missing from the design, unusual, but highly collectible. These errors occur when the coin blank is not fully cut out, leaving a curved clip, and these can be worth $50, $100, or more depending on severity and visibility. Sometimes coins are accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal. For instance, if a 2012 penny was struck on a foreign planchet or pre-1982 copper blank, it could be worth thousands. These are extremely rare, but they do exist, and the market is still climbing. As more collectors enter the hobby and competition increases for the best specimens, prices will continue to rise. Look for Denver and Philadelphia 2012 coins. Examine them under bright light with a 10x loupe. Get penny rolls from the bank and hunt through them. You never know what you'll find. Sometimes hidden treasures are waiting in bargain bins. A 2012 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it weighs 3.11 grams, it could be struck on a pre-1982 copper planchet, worth big money. Submit high-quality coins for grading. If you think you found a gem, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified grade can skyrocket its value. There you have it, treasure hunters, the incredible story of the 2012 Lincoln penny, a small coin with huge potential. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, you now know what to look for and why this coin might just be the sleeper hit in your collection. So don't ignore those pennies. Look closely, one of them could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single coin update. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 2012 penny, or if you're just starting your coin collecting journey. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and every pocket has potential treasure. See you in the next video.